I'm Ben Stickland, I'm from West Sussex. I'm third generation farmer, arable farmer. We're a fairly small farm compared to most farms. 300 acres is actually going on the lower end now in modern day farming. Yeah, the whole inheritance tax thing is going to be a big problem for us because it's going to, like everyone else, we're going to end up selling at least 25% of our farm to cover the inheritance tax when my old man does pass away and so on. It's also a little bit more worse the fact that we're not making any money as it is due to the prices of wheat, which is our main export of money, and it just keeps becoming more nails in the coffin, just getting worse and worse and worse. And soon we're going to get to a point where we're not going to be able to farm and make any profit, even though we're barely making a profit as it is right now. This is now my fourth time being in London, and to be honest with you, I'm starting to get a bit fed up with it, if you ask me. The whole inheritance tax shouldn't have been a thing in the first place. When people like you say, why am I here? Well, really, I shouldn't really be here. I shouldn't be here in the first place. None of this should have really have happened, if you ask me. But either way, we're stuck with what we've got right now, and it's great seeing that all the other farmers are here showing support and also fighting the same fight that we all agree with. So yeah, it's been a great turnout today.
That's great. So, do you think that inheritance tax should be abolished across the board?
I would say it was bad enough before they increased it from 10% to 20%. 10% was just on the limit of bearable. I would say, worst case scenario, bring it back to 10%. If anything, yeah, it would be nice if it was abolished, but however, that will also just kick back from everyone else in the world, because everyone pays tax, you know, but it also comes to a point where farmers pay more tax than any other person, any other working man sometimes, so it does kind of get a little bit much. People say, oh, farmers have loads of money all over the place, but we don't. We're asset rich, we have no cash. Right now, I'm earning less than below minimum wage, because that's what we can afford. But then even then, that's my wage is basically the profit margin. So in the end, after paying me, doing, you know, these long hour days, 12 to 16 hour days, it's all for nothing really, just to keep our legacy of 3 generations, 100 years in Sussex to keep it going, which is an absolute shame. And it's always, when you look online, people say, oh well, it doesn't matter, you'll still have a farm at the end, but yes, it may be we will still have something left, however, it's not enough for us to live. So yeah, it is a bit rubbish.
Do you think it's fair to say that this is a deliberate betrayal by the Labour Party of our food security?
I would say it's more beyond the Labour Party. If the Labour Party didn't do it, then probably another party would. In terms of politics for me, I'm not really big on it. I'm more concerned of just getting on with my life. I just want to be left to carrying on farming and enjoy what I do best. And that's what we should all be able to do. But the inheritance tax that's coming in is not going to allow us to do that.